Good evening, my fellow people. I hope you guys okay. I hope you're all safe. Today I'm gonna talk about the purpose of our life. Is if we have in our life we have purpose, it's good. We can. It helps us to reach our goals. Each of us, we have our goals. Everybody is different. Each of us, we have different dreams, different goals, different hopes in our life. Having a purpose makes this goals comes true faster and easier. Some people out there, they come to this world and they don't have a purpose of life. They just come and they are lost in this life. This life is a very short period. We live in a very short period of time. If we feel we lost, if we feel you go from A to B, from street A to street B. The first time you go from A to B and you feel you don't know this street good, and then you feel like you lost. You feel like because you never been in that street, you feel like it's not familiar. You don't know the places because it's the first time. And you feel fear because you don't know. It's kind of like you never been in that street. You don't know the shortcuts. You don't know the stores were located. Its life is like that too. If you are strange to everything in this life, you don't have knowledge of this life. It creates a fear in you, and you know how the fear is not good. The time we bring the fear in our life, it takes poison our physical body and poison our soul, spirit, everything. Fear is a very poisonous. We have to get rid of fear in our life. Now, how we can get rid of this fear? It could be if we have a purpose in our life. It makes our goals easier. And this helps us, we believe in something. Purpose in our life is we believe in something is there. We believe in something is existing. Purpose is something like created before. Is existence of something. We believe in that. And that is good in our life. We have to have this in our life, purpose. To believing something keeps us in direction, gives us a direction, takes our fear away. Because when we hit the time, we are sad, we are in dead end. The purpose helps us to come out from that sadness, takes us in a good place, to the positive place. Purpose, having a purpose it's something is a positive. That's why we have to have a purpose. Some people out there, they don't believe, they don't have any purpose. And it's so sad. You can look this way, you can ask from you, we start from zero. Infants comes, we complete, we pass the stage, toddler to kid, from kid to teenager, and some goes high. We are zero completing going through to zero. The end is a zero. The end is, it's like if you running a car, you buy a brand new car, and then this brand new car has a brand new battery and works good. And then while later, like the battery has on life time period of time, after that time it starts to get weak, and then one day it stops. Our life is the same too. We're starting from zero, and then we end up at the end is a zero, because it just, our physical, it's done. At the end, this dying happens for us. Our brain stops, our heart stops, but actually we think about that, it's everything dies. Actually, it doesn't die. We are energy, as I told you in my videos. Energy, photons, everything, it's energy. And then when somebody is dying, that means actually it's not really destroying, because energy doesn't destroy. Energy changes the forms, and our frequency, everything, the frequency, everything in energy, everything changes the form and echoes in the space and universe. We think those people, they died, actually they are existing, they are echoing in the space and universe. And what happens, I just want you to think about it. This completion happening through to the end. And then we come to this world and we do our stuff like everybody does, find somebody, get married, kids, working. We are in prison in this time frame. Each of us, we have to pass this frame. We don't know what's second later, what's gonna happen to us. It's a mystery. Life is a mystery. As a less than a time, as less than a second, we have the time Big Bang happened. They talk about the time that happened, that time. It's a very, very short time. It's smaller than seconds. It's we call this Planck time. We don't know what's gonna happen, because the life is a mystery. We don't know anything because we don't have a knowledge. If we have a knowledge, if the fear let us to live, we get some knowledge of this life, we can prevent the things it's gonna happen in the Planck length or Planck time. We can give a direction to this, the life we are having. We can take the place we want it. We can change the things because we have ability to change. What we don't have right now, to change right now, that Planck time, that short time, is because we don't have enough knowledge. You live in here, and then 2 minutes later there is a hill on your right hand side of the place you're living. Every day you're passing that hill. It's just you passing that hill. You never thinking about that hill is existing there. You just seeing, memorizing there is a hill. One day you're thinking, I'm just gonna look at this hill. Kinda I like this hill to see that. And then you're realizing there is a cross on top of that hill. The second day you like to look at it and seeing something else on that. And you starting to recognizing this hill, the existence of this hill, and getting knowledge of this hill is existing there, and there is a cross on top of, there's something else in there. And then you connecting yourself with that hill. That hill has so much connection to other things. It's like a small wave comes and connects itself to other small waves, and these small waves become a big waves. It's a knowledge is like that. The time you connecting with something, you're getting knowledge of something. You're creating a big wave of the knowledge, and this big wave of the knowledge gives you so much things it was hiding from you. Now this is like that connection. This word is all about the connection. You have to connect with something to create more connection. To create this connection gives you knowledge. And that's what's happening. We are connected. We all connected. The time we get so much knowledge, its knowledge is around our corner of our eyes. Just we need to look at it. We need to see. We need to see more. We need to pay attention. The time we pay attention to something, that becomes a bigger, and gives us more things in our life. That the hill is just a small example how you can connect everything together, and then you're realizing, oh, there was big, so much other things I never pay attention. Life is like that. Life is you have to connect, pay attention, you have to have purpose. And the purpose you have takes you to your goals. The goals takes you to the place you want to be. When you're reaching your goals, you are able directing your life in the way you wanna, you're thinking, your desire wants. If you take yourself in the direction, you're directing yourself, you're taking yourself, you're exercising, giving 100% of yourself to these goals. It's training you. You are able to change you're gonna be able to change that moment. It's a things is you don't know what's happening. That moment you are able in the Planck time, you can change that time the way you want to happen. So many stuff out there we don't know. It doesn't mean it's not existing. It's because we don't know. The science doesn't know anything right now. We think we know so much about the universe, the things is happening around us, but still we are beginner because we don't know. We think it doesn't exist, and then when we find out by the knowledge, we find out, oh, we feel, oh, there is existence. The things we are not feeling or we don't have a knowledge, we think it's hard to understand. Our brain doesn't want to understand. Things doesn't exist. But the people out there, when they feel something and they have knowledge, when they tell you something, there's something is there. And then because we don't have that knowledge, we thinking, oh, those people are crazy. There's nothing like that. It's not happening. No, because we have a lack of knowledge. We have to have knowledge. We have to connect ourselves with the environment, with everything. Pay attention the things around you. Because with one thing you paying attention, one thing, it creating so much knowledge of other things. And then you opening your eyes, and then you exercising your mind. We don't use our most of our brain because we are just trapped in a small box, and we are not paying attention. We are not having knowledge. That's what we have to do. Purpose in life, reaching goals, paying attention, connection, connection, connection. These are the things we have to exercise. Our mind has to get more bigger, more take our minds to the big window. It can see in a big window instead of a small window. And these are the things we have to do it. I hope you guys have a great night. See you next time.